What is the issue? Ah, there we are. Bingo. Okay. Now we are live. It's actually about to, everything's about to strike 6. That to 6. There you go. Welcome in, Tallish. I'm doing pretty good. I actually just got this granddaughter clock today. Finally got it. No glass. Yes, no glass. This clock definitely had a tumble in the past. Here it is. Perfect timing. Aside from some missing chime rods here, let me show you. Yeah, it had a tumble in the past. The glass is missing here, and 3 chime rods definitely have broken off. And whoever owned this clock replaced the pendulum bob on this thing, so it's too heavy and too large. So it's just making it through each swing. So it runs a little. So yeah, there you can see they had to adjust the pendulum way up in order for it to tick properly. But yeah, it runs great. It's keeping good time right now. Albeit it's still running a little fast. So I need to lower the pendulum a bit more and adjust it. Here, actually, no, I'm going to adjust it a little further down. If it runs a little too slow, that's fine. It's slow is better than too fast. Despite the tumble that the lady mentioned who owned this clock before me, it still runs fine. When I got this clock, they didn't have the pendulum on it, so they must have tumbled before she took off the pendulum, or I don't know actually. I don't have much backstory behind it. I just know some of its story just by looking at it. Welcome in, DG Clocks. Welcome in. So if you have any other questions, feel free to ask. If you want any clocks you'd like to hear, also feel free to ask. Otherwise, feel free to hang out with each other, make friends. You know, every place is a safe space for almost everybody. Is that a Mauta? Yes, this is a Mauta granddaughter clock. Very interesting design. This is definitely the rarest thing in my collection now, because this is, as of right now, the only granddaughter clock by Mauta found, or at least a granddaughter with this weird design. See, there's inlay work. It's like almost a miniature grandfather clock. The pendulum was replaced, but other than that, I can find a proper pendulum for it. Probably would have originally. This is Jesse's theory, is that the pendulum would have looked like my HAC bob, like the bob itself would have looked something like this one. something kind of ornate. This is a more 80s design pendulum bob on it, which is again too heavy for it because it is quite a heavy pendulum bob. Do you have any specific dream clocks? I mean, this was definitely not on my bucket list, but this is definitely something I'm very excited to have. I got this granddaughter clock at a thrift shop. It's a very, very small thrift shop, and the lady, this wasn't for sale at her shop. She just had this in her possession, and she knew I liked clocks, and this granddaughter clock sat in her shop for about 7 to 8 years pre-COVID. She bought it to restore it, but then it sat for, again, that's 7 to 8 years with nothing done to it. And pretty much this came as is when she got it. So, I mean, she knew I'd like this stuff, and she thought about it for a long time, and then she decided to sell it to me, and that's when I picked it up today. And I just set it up, and I adjusted the hammers so that it can stop rubbing against or what's left of the chime rods. And I've been sitting here keeping fairly good time, aside from running too fast. A bit too fast. So it looks like I've regulated it now. Looks like I found the sweet spot, but yeah. I would be too, and you got really lucky to find it. I mean, yeah. It's definitely something you never hardly see every day. So this also is this is going to be the last clock I buy for quite some time now, because now I should definitely be now is a good time to start saving my money now and getting into the real world and grown-up stuff. So this is going to be the last clock I buy for quite some time. Yeah, adulthood. I'm 19. I'm still young, but I need to start adjusting. That's for sure. So, I think the last thing I'm going to do is, fix this up. Get a new pane of glass for it. Get new chime rods for it, and then a new pendulum bob for it. What's my job? I sort of don't have a job. I do volunteer work at a food bank, which doesn't pay, but you have little 3-hour shifts, and since my dad has a very, very good paying job, since he works for transit, basically he's going to be paying me for that work. And I need the work experience. I've applied at so many jobs, which I never got hired. I've only got two interviews, but then I still hadn't gotten the job because of the lack of work experience, because I hardly have any. So I found this food bank who hires all the time. Like, you can apply, many people can apply. So I worked there for the time being, sorting food and such like that, and and then I also have little work for my grandma, because she's almost pushing 80 now, so I need to help her out, because she can't really do it anymore. So yeah, 3 years of work experience without actually getting paid. I haven't been where I've just started. Basically, I started 2 weeks ago at this food bank, but with the work of my grandma's, it's been almost a year. So, yeah, at least I'm getting the work experience so that I can actually get a job, an actual proper job. Also, welcome in, Justin. What's up, gas prices? That's what's up. No, I'm just kidding. What's up? I mean, ta-da! I got the granddaughter clock. Besides the replaced pendulum and the missing glass and broken rods, that's all that's needing to be done. The whole thing works perfectly. You're planning on getting into a school? I don't know. What do you mean school? I've already graduated. I'm 19. I graduated last year. Also, welcome in, Wyatt. Actually, I didn't get a technical. Oh, college? No, I'm not gonna go into college. I already struggled at my school, which I just managed to graduate. So, but yeah, I'm not gonna go into college. Here where I am, you don't need to go to a college. Oh, that should be good right there. There we go. No horology school? Unfortunately not. And one of Felix's friends, sorry for the inappropriate comments from the Fallout stream. Yeah, don't do that, please. This channel is quite family friendly. I mean, of course, I'll swear here and there, but that's honestly fairly normal in this day and age. But yeah, please do not send weird shit. This is not an 18 plus stream. This isn't a very specific website. This is a very kid friendly platform. Also, welcome in Clocks 2009. Do you have a Shark vacuum cleaner? A Shark? Oh, yeah, I do. Actually, it's my dad's. He bought it brand new, like it's a brand new one. But I guess I can show you the vacuum cleaner. I know there's a horology for almost everything. Vacuum cleaners, desk fans, and of course, maybe electricity because these switches are absolutely screwed. There we go. Yeah, here you are. This is the vacuum cleaner. It is indeed a Shark. Surprised you knew that I had one. That's interesting. Do I have a Sharp CRT? That's very specific company, but yes, I used to have one when I was much younger, and then I sold it, and then I got the Electra Home model Mayfair from 1981. As for the Shark vacuum cleaner, I mean, it's my dad's. We've had it for 2 years. Works fine. Oh, wait, yes, I do remember you. I love clocks. I remember you in that stream. You have 1 bar of 5G. Oh dear. Or is that a good thing? I don't really know much about 5G. You know, there's this guy on YouTube that made his own vacuum tubes for use in TVs and radios and stuff. That's pretty cool. That's actually quite dope. Making your own vacuum tubes is honestly quite a nice one. NV355, 355. That's one of the few good sharks. All modes recently released have notorious power switch problems. New sharks are basically sessions-made vacuums. Yours released in 2010. Oh, I didn't. Weird. I thought he got it brand new. There's a link with my server. I'll DM you the video. I won't be able to read it because if I click on the notification, then my stream's gonna freeze. When you're live streaming on a phone and then you click on a notification, YouTube doesn't like that. It'll just bug out the stream, so I'll have to look at it whenever the stream ends. Right, but not no. Got it. Now. Now it seems like I got the granddaughter clock in the sweet spot of the pendulum because it was running a little fast. Later, alright. Can you demo the clock the camera's facing? So oh yeah, this one, the granddaughter clock. Yeah, sure. It's missing some chime rods because it came that way, but sure. Hold on, let me see if I can. No, it's a little dark, but no, I haven't gotten the rods. I just got the clock like a couple hours ago. This won't be for a couple of days. Hold on. And then there's no striking rods because those are gone too. And again, that pendulum bob is not original. That's from the 70s, I think. They replaced it onto this one. It's not 616, so there. But yeah, that's the granddaughter. Also, welcome in Edmund. And welcome into the stream. Should light here, I think. See if that helps it. What's the lighting? Oh yeah, that's better. See anything else happening in chat? Let's see. No. Okay, I'll be right back. I have a Dr. Pepper in the freezer. Cool it down a bit, so I'll be right back. And I didn't even get cold at all. That's disappointing. Actually, would this be considered a granddaughter or grandmother? Hold on. Oh shit. This thing might actually be a grandmother clock. It's actually fairly shorter. No, it's a bit well. It's a little bit shorter than my dad's grandmother clock. So this thing could actually be a grandmother. But it wouldn't make sense because it's a spring-driven movement. No, 3 hours ahead. So it's 9:20 where you are. I forget where you're from, Justin. I thought no, it's not the UK. Oh no, yeah, you're in America. Excuse me. Ah, Illinois. That makes more sense. Yeah. Then you're in Indiana. Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, you're currently on your trip. That's right. I forgot. Yeah, you're in Indiana now for your trip at least. Yeah, you're way out there. Also, welcome in to whoever just joined in. Demo a Hamilton. I don't have a Hamilton Headmaster. I don't have anything. I don't have any Hamilton. I used to have one Hamilton wall clock, but it was like a weird 31 day with like 2 rods on it. Gold dial. but that's long gone. I had that when that was actually one of my very first wall clocks I ever got. Actually, it might have been the very first wall clock I ever got. That was very, very, very long time ago. I don't have any Hamilton Headmasters. Closest thing I have to something like that is my Howard Miller Sanderham. That's the only Howard Miller I have. I don't really plan on getting any others because I'm not a huge fan of Howard Miller's cases. They're kind of ugly in my opinion. I know, unpopular opinion. Demo of Seth Thompson. Now that I do have. I have a couple of those. So I have the Portsmouth, which is on the floor right now. It's not in the greatest shape. And that came that way because it was a thrift store find. That is thrift store damage because the thrift store here does not treat stuff very kindly. But I have this one, which is currently running. And that is from an antique store. I will. Or, oh. Is it? Yeah, I forgot it needed a little crank. Oops, I always forget that. I'm so used to German clocks, I always forget that the Seth Thomas's turn counterclockwise. Okay. Yes, I know the chimes are a little bit fast on there. It has a new fan on it, which I made myself because the original fan decided to fall off and get wedged into the movement pretty badly. So I had to make something. And the chime side on this Seth Thomas is super sensitive. Like, no fan would work on it, so I had to make my own, which is it's probably a strange design, but I took tape and I wrapped it a couple times around the I forget the part name, but I wrapped it around making a fan shape, and that worked. So that's why it's running a little fast, because it's quite light. But it's the only way I could get it to work properly. It's a very, very, very sensitive movement that has been giving me problems for a long time, but now I've finally got it in a state where it can actually work in harmony. So I ain't messing with it anymore because I don't want it to give me more problems. But yeah, there's the Seth Thomas. I'm on a camping trip right now. I'm coming back Sunday afternoon. So tomorrow, right? Or I thought you were going to be gone for 8 days. I'm guessing plans changed and it was 1 day? Or no, it was 4 days you were going to be gone. That's right, I forgot. Or am I really stupid and I have numbers completely mixed up? Or no, yeah, it was 4 days. I'm guessing plans changed. Or I don't actually remember now. Or yeah, no, never mind. I invited you into Clocks07's server 2 days ago. So yeah, it was 4 days. So you're coming back this Sunday. Right. Okay. I remember now. Yes. I'm surprised I remembered. Get this guy up and running. Read it back. It's the 29th. Saturday. Here. And this guy stopped running. Left Thursday morning. Yeah. Yeah, I remember now. Everything lined up in my head. Is this thing up and going? Is this? I had the wrong spring in it. Ah. There we go. Oh, that's back up and running. Ow. There we are. Okay. Can you demo the Sandringham? Yeah, sure. It's an early Sandringham. This is 1994. You can tell this is an earlier design because of this panel and the switch here and everything. There you go. Honestly, the Sandringham is the only design that I like by Howard Miller. Besides their grandfather clock design, but that's about it. Yeah, there you go. Got some good pictures from my trip. I can send you them later. Yeah, sure. I'd like to see what you've seen on your trip. You have any bruh. I got this one. I got this one today. This Mauta right here, which is I believe to be a granddaughter clock. It's it's a bit shorter than my dad's grandmother clock, but not by much. Now that I'm looking at it, not by much. But yeah, I just got this one today, and yes, that pendulum bob has been replaced at some point. That is not the original. But yeah, I got this one, which I'm hoping to restore very, 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 very soon, because I really, 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 really like this thing. All it needs is a new pendulum bob and piece of glass and some new rods into it, and that's it. Closest thing to a grandfather that I own is my dad's grandmother clock, which is right here. She saw my previous stream. Yeah, it's not much shorter, but it is taller. The dial on mine rests about right here, so it's not much shorter, but it's still a, I would say, a granddaughter clock or a very short grandmother clock. But that's my dad's. This is my dad's here. Actually, needs a wind. It's on its. It just runs on the one weight because my dad doesn't like the constant chiming. So it's just a time only as of right now. But yeah. Actually, I need coffee. Going on a little journey. I need my. Oh, that was lucky. Thank God for the carpeted kitchen, am I right? Holy crap, that could have shattered. What? Oh my God. That was a heart attack. These little 1974 coffee makers are not easy to replace. That's not a 340-020, but the nuts are holding perfectly. I gave it a good snug tightening just to make sure that plate holds in place. In case you guys are wondering, my previous clock stream, I moved this grandmother clock out of the way to show the movement inside of it. This isn't mine, by the way. And inside, I found out whoever assembled the new movement that was replaced into this clock, which is a 2009 Hermle movement, they did not put the back nuts on it. So it was just the plate on the screws on the mounting points that were just holding it together. And somehow that thing held.